up YouTube? So today I'm reacting to,
and trust me.
Hey, what's up YouTube? So today I'm reacting to YouTubers who ruined their lives in seconds, bro. This shit about be, I don't know, bro. I feel like as a YouTuber, how the fuck you be a bad YouTuber, bro? You get to edit the shit that's crazy out of the vids, bro. How the fuck you be a bad YouTuber if you get to edit shit out and you can add shit, you can like remake shit? Like how the fuck you be a bad YouTuber? But let's see what he's talking about though.
It is very, very weird and just unsettling seeing people comment, I hope this certain YouTuber never ends up insert most heinous action here, just because so many other YouTubers have ruined their reputations. And there are a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. I'm not even including all of them in this video. We've talked about YouTubers who have ruined their careers in the past, but today we're going a tier below that. Today we're going to be talking about YouTubers who ruined their lives. And also, there's a chance this video might not be monetized. The other one got demonetized, and this is kind of like a
Let's see
sequel
what he's
to that
talking
one.
about.
So I quickly do want to say that if you want to support me, your view is already enough for me. So I don't think you have to go out of your way to subscribe, but a subscribe would be nice, and a like would be cool too. If you want to go the extra mile, we do have slippers.
Wait, can y'all hear me? Let me see if y'all can hear me.
Look at that.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me.
And will fit your foot. Size 8
let me skip to the main point, though. Let me skip to the main point.
Dream.
Wait, how did Dream ruin his life in seconds, bro? I thought niggas loved Dream, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, when Dream did a face reveal, bro, niggas was clowning him, bro. He was a chopped ass nigga, bro. Like, niggas thought Dream was sexy, bro. Like, my nigga, he played Minecraft every single day. How the fuck did y'all think he was sexy behind the camera, bro? This nigga played Minecraft for like 10 years, like a decade, bro. Y'all thought that nigga was sexy, bro. No offense, bro. But y'all really thought that nigga Dream was sexy, bro? That nigga played Minecraft every single day for 10 years straight, bro. That nigga had to be chopped, bro. If you're playing games for that long, he was making this money though. I'm not gonna lie, he was making this money though. But he was playing Minecraft for 10 years straight, every single day, streaming it, recording it, bro. That nigga had to be chopped, bro. Like y'all, you know.
Dream, real name Clay, who over the years has been an absolute force when it comes to Minecraft content. He's even been featured on Forbes, where they highlight his insane level of success. As of November 2023, when the article was written,
okay, I do give my niggas props when they be making money off this shit, bro. I do be giving my niggas props.
For the most viewed Minecraft video gameplay on YouTube. They also generously point out that, I quote, at his height, Dream was bringing in 200 million views per month, outpacing even the 140 million users who play Minecraft every month. If you were on YouTube around 2020, which I'm gonna be pretty sure a lot of you were, you would remember that when Dream initially blew up, you could not get away from that dude. His videos would find you on recommended no matter what niche you were looking
up. That nigga had YouTube on lockdown, bro.
Like,
he really had YouTube on lockdown.
Almost 0 to nothing in the matter of a few months. But this article failed to mention any sort of allegations against Dream. He's been accused of these for a little over a year now. I'm talking about the grooming allegations, which have severely weighed down his success.
What the fuck?
So what happened to this otherwise thriving YouTuber? Before I get into this, I gotta say that it seems like Dream has been accused of almost everything in the book. There are hundreds of Twitter.
Let's see the comments real quick. Let's see the comments real quick.
That it seems like Dream has been accused of almost everything in the book. There are
cat abuse. Nigga, do we care about cat abuse, bro? Okay, he threw a cat. Oh, in GTA, bro. I forgot I'm streaming, bro. In GTA. Saying nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I really don't care if he said nigga, bro. Just don't say in a racist way, and I'm not gonna care. He said that. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Most people be saying racist comments towards Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie. It's not right, but it's like normalized now. So I'm not gonna say too much on these cases because none of these are like extremely crazy, except this one, because that could be like controversial. It could be like crazy, depending on what he said though. It could be crazy depending on what he said though.
Or hundreds of Twitter threads.
What the fuck? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Do I need to pee? I don't need to pee. Never mind.
Explaining why Dream is a horrible person. And actually, while this video was being made, Dream uploaded his long-awaited response video to his main channel. So I'll try to summarize the allegation.
Wait, when was this video made? Oh, it was made like a year ago in 2023. Oh, okay, I see now.
And his response as professionally as I can in this video. But I wouldn't do that without advising you first to make sure you watch his video whenever you get the chance. So when did this all start? Well, it all began on October 13th, 2022, when a burner account on Twitter at burner39413705 accused him of grooming and pedophilia.
How was he grooming? There by my phone. Let me change it. He's in me for his house prior. Lots of. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It looks like this nigga was horny as hell, bro. Let's see what he was talking about in the DMs though.
A 17-year-old girl using different. 05 accused him of grooming and pedophilia. He was accused of grooming a 17-year-old girl using
Wait, how old was he
social
though?
media platforms and iMessage. Now, the thing is, these weren't just baseless claims that could be ignored. They were backed up by screenshots and screen recordings as, quote, evidence.
Well, let's see
And
the
getting
evidence
straight
though.
into the evidence, I'm not going to read everything word for word, by the
Okay.
way. I'll highlight a few curious ones. For instance, in the Twitter DMs, allegedly, Dream asked her how old.
So last year, JK, how old are you? Never mind, you still in school? Yeah, unfortunately, sucks to suck. 18 soon, should I drop out again? Lamel, yeah, he ain't give a fuck, bro.
Old are you? Are you still in school? Then in a text message, he tells her,
You should turn up come quarantine. You should turn up come quarantine, JK. Nah, you probably got the Rona. I'll see you after quarantine. Haha. You can get it from me, baby. Oh yeah, this nigga was horny as hell. Slip the corona, yum corona. What the fuck? That nigga was texting a kid. You can get it from me, baby. Slurp the corona, yum, coronavirus, hard eye, hard eye, hard eye. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. These emojis are crazy as hell, bro. What the fuck does this monkey? What the fuck does this mean, bro? Oh, bet. Yum, dinner served. Quarantine be bringing the horny out of everyone. What the fuck? Haha, that's just you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This nigga was using quarantine to like be horny to bitches that was underage, bro. This nigga's crazy as hell. But he was a Minecraft streamer, so did we really expect it to not happen eventually, bro? He was a Minecraft streamer, but this was gonna happen eventually. Like, what the fuck?
You should turn up come quarantine. To which she replies, nah, you probably got the Rona. I'll see you after quarantine. Which begs the question, why is Dream talking to a fan like that? Since he was inviting
Wait, she
her
was a
over,
fan?
it feels like a conversation that could have been headed elsewhere.
That
of the
nigga's
messages
crazy, bro.
also
He's
prove
really
this point.
crazy
For
as hell for
example,
that
in a
shit.
text he says, quarantine be bringing the horny out of everyone. What? Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention that the girl in question is named Anastasia. Apparently,
Okay.
based on her claims, the messages took place in 2020 when she was 17 and Dream was 20. One of her tweets read, none of it is appropriate for a quote fan and influencer to be this close, especially since I was still 17 and in school and he knew that. It crosses the line when he's sending me his huge house / inviting me.
Oh, that nigga was trying to crack, bro. He was sending you his house, talking about you should come over. Oh, that nigga was trying to crack. That freaky ass, old ass pedophile. Like, that nigga was crazy, bro. What the fuck? That nigga's really crazy as hell for that shit.
Now, that is obviously really concerning information, and this
That
was
really
back in
is
2020
concerning.
when Dream was still a faceless YouTuber. I bring this up because Anastasia claimed that Dream only revealed his face because he was afraid that she would leak it first. Allegedly, Dream had revealed his face to her before his YouTube face reveal. Anastasia's claims, while
Oh my god, this nigga Dream is chopped as hell, bro. Like, he really thought that e-girls was gonna love his dick, bro. Like, this nigga got clowned on the internet for like 2 weeks, a week straight, bro. I felt bad for this nigga, bro. Like, everyone was tearing this nigga up, bro. All the YouTubers, all the streamers, all the celebrities, all the fans, but they was laughing at this nigga, bro. Like, this nigga thought he was gonna like take off the mask. It'd be like, let me get my little edits in. But this nigga got clowned. Like, he really got clowned on the internet for like 2 weeks straight, bro. I felt bad for this nigga, bro. But the comebacks were, but the roast battles was funny though. Like, when they was roasting this nigga, bro, it was funny though. So I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing too.
being accepted as true by many, were also met with doubt by some who thought the DMs were fake. But these doubts were allegedly debunked, for instance in this Twitter thread by Sierra, who ties together the evidence that Dream's victims, Amanda and Anastasia, posted. Sierra shares a bit more screenshots of other people's interaction with the victim's account, Anastasia's friend for instance. This was to prove that the screenshots were not faked. But screenshots are messy. Anyone can inspect Element, anyone could Photoshop, and even when it comes to screen recordings, I'm pretty sure those could easily be fake too. But those are just my 2 cents. Let's keep going. Now, I said the name Amanda. Who is that? It's
who is
allegedly another grooming victim of Dreams. Apparently, she had been messaging with Dream between September 23, 2020 and January 2021. We're talking text messages. She shows the screenshots of their conversations. In January, they apparently moved to Snapchat, and she claims they sexted on there between January 17th and February 10th. During that time, she claims that Dream sent her a picture of his penis. However, she never saved those Snapchat conversations.
Wait, was it big at least, bro?
Dream to trust
I'm not
her.
gonna lie, bro. She should have like exposed that nigga's penis, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She should have exposed that nigga small ass dick, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, he is a Minecraft streamer. There's no way he's packing a like 8-incher, a 6-incher, 7-incher, 9-incher, bro. There's no way he's packing that much, bro. He has to have his little dick, bro. He is a Minecraft streamer. Keep that in mind, bro. He is a Minecraft streamer. No way that nigga's packing, bro. No, the fuck he's not packing. I'ma just be honest. But y'all might call me crazy. Y'all might call me gay as hell, bro. But there's no way this nigga's packing, bro. I'ma just be honest. No fucking way.
Girl Anastasia.
But let's
also
watch the
claimed that
video
some of
though.
the damning conversations were on Snapchat. Part of her tweets read, the worst of flirt that I recall was on Snapchat, and obviously those delete. You can imagine the hate Dream was and still is getting. Anytime Dream would tweet or does tweet, the replies are just calling him a groomer or a file. Dream did respond in a video stream and also on Twitter. On Twitter, on his alternate account, he said that it was all a friendly conversation with Anastasia, and to his knowledge, she was 18. He also said that some of the screenshots were real, but others, like the iMessage ones, were not because his iMessage number is not linked to his TikTok account. These responses are from a while back, but as recently as last month, he's still fighting off all these claims because new twists and additions keep cropping up. You can see in these tweets, for example, his take on it. In the main tweet, he says, "I've been harassed for almost a year due to a false accusation right after my face reveal. This person publicly said they'd be pressing charges and posting proof, but it could take days, and then went silent for a year and never did either while I waited and waited." Now, most recently, the Burner22 account popped up on November 20th, claiming again that Dream was messaging a minor inappropriately. This account is allegedly representing a person named Jamie, who they say left the internet.
Wait, so he had multiple victims? Come on, Dream. You had all the money, the fame, the fucking fans, and you was still talking to little girls? Bro, that's fucking crazy, bro. This nigga had everything, bro. He had the fame, money, subscribers, community, loyal fan base, and he was still talking to little girls, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Even the rich niggas be on the type of timing, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. Like, you would think, you know, money unlames niggas, bro. Money does not unlame nigga, bro. It just enhances the lameness in them, bro. Like, it really just enhances that shit.
An apparent moaning audio of Dream was revealed. I have no idea if it's him or not, but do you guys see how complicated the situation is?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
It looks like the Burner22 account deactivated.
Nah, that nigga's crazy as hell, bro. No way he was sending underage girls moaning videos of him moaning in the mic, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. This nigga Dream is fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga's really fucking crazy. But let's keep watching,
just got deleted. I don't know. And like all the Dream fans are celebrating that they deactivated. As I was saying in the video, this is so complicated. This has been one of the most complicated things I'm researching, and it's not even a full video dedicated to it. Like I suggested before, make sure to watch Dream's video. Okay. All the information.
Actually, fuck that nigga. I'm not watching his video, bro. I'm just watching your video, bro. You're basically summing it up for me.
So make with that what you will. And this isn't the full story at all. There's a lot more. There's a lot more to this. So his response video. Again, make sure to go watch that full thing yourself and form your own opinion. He breaks down the 3 main grooming allegations and some other stuff. Honestly, it's a pretty professionally laid out video, but it still leaves me confused. I personally don't like the editing, but I mean, he got his points across, you know? Just knowing about the Dream allegations since they started popping up, I literally hate to have been his friend while they were popping up. Though I don't know what to
Wait, y'all was friends?
I will ask.
Wait, you was friends with a nigga that wouldn't show you his face, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I could never be friends with a nigga that can't show me his face, bro. We're basically not friends, bro. We're basically just internet niggas, bro. Cause there's no way you're calling me your friend, but you can't even show me what you look like, bro. You a grown ass man too, but you was like at least 25, and you're too scared to show me what you look like, but we're apparently friends. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The internet be. I ain't gonna lie, the internet is weird though, cause niggas be claiming each other, but they can't even show them what they look like. But y'all are supposedly friends, and y'all niggas are like over the age of 25, and y'all niggas are basically adults, not even showing each other their faces. Like, come on, bro, y'all niggas are crazy. But back to the video though.
How do you have so many allegations on your name? What were you even doing? We've seen creators blow up just as fast, and they don't have any allegations of this degree on their name.
Cause Dream is a weird ass nigga, bro. He's a weird ass nigga. I'm not gonna lie, he is a weird ass nigga.
Fans, and by no means am I saying these claims are false. I'm just saying this all could have been avoided if he just wasn't texting fans. And yes, I know it was when he was a smaller channel, and that's what makes this sentiment all that much harsher. This dude really was on top of the world at one point. He was even making content with Mr. Beast.
Damn.
Imagine the embarrassment of not only hundreds of millions of people.
Wait, how the fuck was he making content with Mr. Beast if he was a faceless nigga playing Minecraft all day? What the fuck did they do on Oh, they probably just play Minecraft. Never mind.
But also your YouTuber friends as well. That's why they all get awkward when Dream is brought up, and I don't blame them.
Hi Topo, you have 3.5
Who's this nigga?
million followers.
Oh, that's his friend?
Do you think you could approach the Dream allegations topic at some point?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about this because this is serious now, and I've seen it a lot in the chat.
But I'm not Dream's friend, and if anyone cares of what I have to say, I think he's extremely irresponsible for the way he's handled these allegations up until this point. Now, I won't lie. I respect him facing the music head on with a main channel video, but the fact that it had to be made is embarrassing. Like I said before, I'm only summarizing for you guys. I really do urge you guys to check out the threads for yourself, along with his video. They will be linked down in the description below. Anyway, let's head on to the next one.
The next video, bro.
Boogie
Who's gonna be?
2988,
Who the fuck is
most insane?
Ooh! Yo, whatever he did, bro, I know he did it for a fact. But you can tell, bro. You can tell by the way he's built, bro. Whatever this nigga did, bro, I see why he got canceled, bro. He looks like the type of people you can't leave. He looks like the type of people you can't leave alone with your little sister, bro. Cause he might do something crazy, bro. He might do something crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would never leave this nigga alone with my family members, cause I know he's doing something crazy. But let's see what he did though, Mr. Boogie2988. Okay.
The stories of YouTubers nuking their careers has to be that of Stephen J. Williams,
Okay.
aka Boogie2988. I mean, this dude literally went from having millions of
Holy. My photo G. That nigga have views though. 39 million, 25 million, 15 million, 14, 12. In my photo G, bro, that nigga had millions, millions, and millions of views, bro. I'm not gonna hate too much because he was getting a bag off this shit, bro. I'm not gonna hate too much.
views per video to barely cracking the 10,000 view
Oh, that nigga fell off. Yo, I feel bad for this nigga, bro. Do you know how bad you got? Do you know how bad you fell off that you went from 25 million views on a video to like 10,000 at minimum, bro? I feel bad for this nigga, bro. That nigga really fell off bad, bro. That's
literally went
bad.
from having millions of views per video to barely.
No, that's bad, but that's bad as hell, bro. I feel bad for this nigga, bro. Whatever he got accused of, bro, it must have been true if he fell off this bad, bro. No way he went from 39 million views to 19K in 10 days, but that's bad, bro. But let's see what he did, though. Let's see what he did, though.
10,000 view threshold, and the way he did that is a pretty messed up story of one terrible decision after another. So, first things first, who is Boogie? Well, a very short summary is that he used to be one of the most popular YouTubers in the gaming scene with a really massive audience.
Oh, so he was a gamer,
about 4 million subscribers. His videos were essentially centered on his life and gaming stuff. Constantly give life updates, showcase his gameplay, and rant about stuff while playing a character named Francis. And he was very charming while doing all of this. So charming that it was easy for people to love him with heartwarming comments like
Charming? That might be the wrong word, bro, because he was not charming. No gay shit. That nigga was not charming.
Awesome, Boogie. Thanks for being a part of YouTube, and have a Merry Christmas. And nothing has made me laugh this much in a while. Ha ha ha.
W fans though. W fans
though.
though.
Exactly did this one beloved
but what did he do though?
Turn into one of the most hated? That right there is a question that can be answered by a beautiful documentary by Mike Klum. Now, I'm obviously not gonna go over everything that has been said about him.
Yeah, I feel bad for this nigga, bro. They made a whole cover art for this nigga, bro. Nah, these niggas are. They made a whole film about his exposure, bro. I feel bad, bro. These niggas was not playing, bro. He must have did some crazy shit if they made a whole cover art for this nigga, bro. These niggas really made a whole cover art of exposing this nigga, of the dark side of this nigga named Boogie2988, bro. Hey, let's see what this nigga did, though. Let's see what he did, though.
Now, I'm obviously not going to go over everything that has been said about him, but I just want to show you guys how messy this dude's life has been, particularly in how he managed, or more like mismanaged, his money to the point that he's on the verge of homelessness. So let's wind back a little bit. Boogie started his channel back in 2006. He made lots of videos, and somewhere around 2019, he was truly at the peak of his income game. Again, all along, at least for the first few years, he had been a charming, transparent...
Yo, stop saying charming, bro. That nigga was not charming, bro. That nigga was something else. That nigga was the opposite of charming, bro. Stop saying charming, bro. I know, you know, he was loved. I know he was like a big ass YouTuber, but that nigga was not charming, bro. Don't lie to us, bro. That nigga was definitely not charming, but like, back to the video though.
Creator. He made likable videos, for example this one, where he's talking about growing up poor and how this turned him frugal, and this one where he's discussing his YouTube income. FYI, in that video, published in 2016, he disclosed that he was making about $100,000 per year. Pretty good money,
that's good. That's good money right there.
Sympathy in the 2015/2016 period, as he underwent a gastric
weight loss
bypass
Jordan, bro.
surgery to solve his weight issues. Now, unfortunately, this is around the time when the tide began turning. First, he got divorced and became an emotional wreck. In fact, if you googled when Boogie's downfall began, you would probably find people agreeing that it was right after his divorce. His income did not dip immediately though. The dip happened about 2 years later. In 2018, he made $498,000. In 2019, he made $152,000. In 2020, he made $72,300. In 2021, he made $46,250. And in 2022, he made $26,000. Now,
that's bad, bro. That's bad. No way you went from going. No way you meant. Fuck. No way you went from making almost $500,000 in a year to only making $46,000 in a year, but that's really bad, bro. Whatever this nigga did, bro, It must have been some bad, crazy shit if he fell off this bad financially. But let's see what he did though.
And in 2022, he made $26,000. Now, interestingly, between 2018 and 2019, a user on Reddit that goes by Nightlike Day apparently posted this now deleted thread that detailed all the awful things that Boogie has said for as long as he has been online.
So
Like
what
a
did-
mega thread of all of Boogie's shit talk. And not just shit talk, it was a thread of his unhinged jokes and racist comments, including multiple uses of the N-word. And people began sharing it with brands, which in turn made him lose sponsors and hence the dip. Anyway, by 2022, the guy was making $26,000 a year with a monthly overhead of $7,000. His ex-wife had been the one budgeting for him and doing all the money stuff. So all of this is happening while bills are piling up. He has no money and doesn't know how to budget. This is how he ended up with car payments, mortgage, health expenses, etc. and no cash for any of it. Oh, and while at it, he buys random things he doesn't need.
Like
In the
what?
documentary, for instance, he says he heard his TV producing a crackling sound and immediately went to Amazon and bought a $100 sound bar, only to find out the next day that his TV was just fine. Anyway, given his really bad math, he has been forced to pawn off stuff just so he can pay his mortgage and cater to basic expenses. And again, just to emphasize how bad Boogie is at finances, he recently participated in a boxing match to try to raise some cash. He got paid $10,000 but had already spent more than $10,000 in the match preparedness process. Now, given that this dude has been on YouTube for 17 years, you might be curious as to where all of his saved up money went, right? Well, first there's what went with his wife. Then out of an estimated $750,000 he had, he put $600,000 of it into some random crypto and lost all of it. And that's not all. At some other point,
that's why you don't do fucking crypto, bro. He put $600,000 in crypto and he lost all of it. That nigga lost all of it, bro. That's why I'll never do crypto, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, y'all niggas be making money off crypto, but knowing my luck, bro, I know I would just make no money off crypto, and I would just lose everything if I put anything in crypto. So that's why I'm never using crypto, because crypto seems like a scam, bro. No way this nigga put $600,000 in crypto and that shit dropped to $0, bro. That doesn't seem possible. There's no way he walked in with $600,000 and he walked out with no money, bro. That doesn't seem possible. That's why I'm never touching crypto, because what the fuck is crypto if I'm losing all my money, bro? I'm good off that shit, bro. If you've been making money off crypto, good for you, because not all of us can, clearly, and it shows with Boogie.
He spent around $200,000 on prostitutes. That was about $40,000 a year on $200,000 on and lost all of it. And that's not all. At some other point, he spent around $200,000 on prostitutes.
$200,000 on prostitutes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is what happens if you go rich and you don't get pussy, bro. You start spending large amount of money on prostitutes, bro. How the fuck is that even possible? Like, 1,000 seems realistic, but if you're spending $200,000 on prostitutes, bro, you have a problem. And this nigga had a wife too. So how the fuck was that possible? Wait, whoa. This nigga had a wife and somehow he spent $200,000 on prostitutes. That's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's fucking crazy. I would say something, but I'm not gonna lie. What would your mom think about this, bro? What would your mom think about this? If your mom found out that her fat ass kid was spending $200,000 on prostitutes, bro, what would she think about this? Cause I need her opinion on this. Cause I can't say shit. Cause I don't know this nigga, but I want to see what her mom would think about this. Cause that's fucking crazy. $200,000 on prostitutes. You could buy a mansion with that shit. You could buy a supercar with that shit. You could feed the little niggas in Africa with that shit. But no, this nigga spent $200,000 on prostitutes. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. Don't say money can unlame niggas. Money does not unlame niggas. Money just enhances that shit, bro. Cause a lame nigga with no money, he would spend like $50 on a prostitute. But once you start making money as a lame nigga, bro, you would just spend more money on prostitutes, bro. Like this nigga, bro. Cause how the fuck can you spend $200,000 on prostitutes, bro? That doesn't seem possible. Like, I choose to believe this, bro. I choose not to believe this, because that does not seem possible. And if it really did happen, bro, this nigga's a loser, bro. This nigga's really a loser, bro, because that does not seem possible, bro. I don't care. That does not seem possible.
That was about $40,000 a year on prostitutes.
That's fucking crazy.
That, another natural question to ask is, why doesn't he just make the money back on YouTube?
He can't though, bro.
That's kind of impossible.
He's a lame ass nigga now, bro.
That he just can't come back. In fact, most people now regard him as the most manipulative creator with really depressing content. There's actually a whole video arguing why even the documentary is all a lie, aka his way of manipulating people. He's always seen begging and asking for a pity party, which is far from his original charming self. In the documentary, a psychologist actually diagnoses him with covert narcissism, with its manifestation being pessimism, hypersensitivity sensitivity to criticism, reactive anger, need for admiration, self-centeredness, entitlement, and belief in being special. Anyway, as I wrap this story up, in all honesty, his entire story is pretty depressing. One part that really gross
sucks.
is that he's been dating a 20-year-old. Keep in mind, this man is nearly 50. He is 49. That's
You're 50 dating a 20-year-old? 30 age difference? Nah, that's something. Wait, let me go back real quick. Maybe I heard something wrong. Maybe he said something completely different. I just heard something wrong. Let me go back real quick.
Is that he's been dating a 20-year-old. Keep in mind, it's pretty depressing. One part that is just really gross is that he's been dating a 20-year-old. Keep in mind, this man is nearly 50. He is 49.
So you're telling me when she was a newborn, you was 30 years old? Yeah, you crazy. You really crazy. When she was a newborn, you was 30 years old. You're crazy. Nah, you crazy. You. Ooh, ooh, you crazy, Boogie. Boogie, you crazy, bro. You crazy little nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You a crazy little nigga. Holy shit.
Yeah, it seems
holy
like
shit, Boogie. You a crazy little nigga. I can't lie.
Has reached rock bottom. Kwebbelkop. This next YouTuber, known as Kwebbelkop, thought he was onto something when he discovered a new way to endlessly spew AI-generated garbage all over his audience. Instead, he is now paying for this rather dumb mistake. When I came across Kwebbelkop's story, I couldn't help but side with all the other content creators
so what happened
who
with
believe
him?
he's become a mockery of the entire essence of content creation.
Damn.
And to be clear, what I mean by this is real hard work, real experiences, and genuinely connecting with audiences.
Wait, what does that
which
mean?
Basically means having a personality, right? So what's the deal with Kwebbelkop? I've
Okay.
already hinted that he's been spewing endless AI-generated videos hoping that he found an infinite money glitch, and his downward spiral based on that content has been so sad to watch.
Pooh.
So let's dive into it.
They really wasn't
Officially
fucking with
known
you,
as
little
Jordy
nigga.
Maxime van den Bush, but
Okay.
let's just call him Kwebbelkop for the rest of the video. He's
Okay.
not a new YouTuber. He's been at it for a good minute. Starting his channel back in 2008, this
Okay.
English-speaking Dutch creator has so far made about 5,000 videos, gained over 15 million subscribers, and gotten just a little over 7 billion views. Absolutely astronomical numbers by any measure. He
Okay.
officially started posting in 2011, and during this period, at least for the most part, he focused on gameplay. He uploaded one video every day at the same time. That's actually how he became big. He was consistent and put out good content.
That's
He
good.
became notable, and even at one point, through his group of YouTubers named Robust, he worked under the PewDiePie network called Revel Mode. Now,
Okay.
this dude had some serious grit back in the day. He worked with and
Ooh,
dated
I
directly
forgot about this nigga. Oh, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. She was good goons back in 2016, bro. She was good. What y'all know about Azzyland, bro? What y'all know about Azzyland, bro? She was good goons in 2016, bro. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was either her or SS Sniper Wolf, bro. Those two were like back-to-back best duos in, it was good goons back then, bro. But I was really jealous of this nigga, bro, because he had the baddest bitch back in 2016, bro. She had the personality, and she was kind of cute too. I'm not gonna lie, I was a milkman back in 2016, bro. I'm gonna just be honest, I was a milkman back in 2016. But can you blame me though? Can you really blame me though, bro? She was bad as hell, bro. I can't lie. Like even in this screenshot, bro, she still looks good as hell, bro. I was still going to her, bro. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, Azzyland, hit my line, bro, because I can really handle your little ass, bro. I can't lie. She looking good as hell. Ooh. But let me go back to the video, though.
Azzyland, a really popular Canadian content creator, and he also did partner with another smaller
Who the fuck is
YouTuber,
this nigga?
Son of Tiger, now Liger,
Oh, that's
to
his
share
mans.
their channel's
Okay.
ownership, and later just took over altogether. Not
Okay.
for good reasons, though, for AI reasons. All
Okay.
this time, specifically from 2015 to 2020, Kwebbelkop's main channel was thriving. Remember, the dude was posting every single day. Then
that's
sadly,
good.
there came a decline of viewers and subscribers. Of course, there are different theories as to why this happened, but I think YouTuber Serial Introvert's theory is more believable. Basically, during this time, it's possible that Kwebbelkop might have just gotten distracted by his game development company, JVDB, and also his other channel, Blue. Blue was actually a virtual YouTuber entirely generated using AI. He might have been distracted enough to make less exciting content on the main channel. Post-2020, as if to pivot and recover, he then tried doing lots of reaction content, but that didn't work well. So
Damn.
he then made a big announcement about making content that centered on his life, that he was more excited about. But
Okay.
despite the announcement, he still kept up with the reaction videos. Somehow
Okay, that's good.
his viewership dipped. I think he just stopped
Damn.
being as exciting to his audience. Then the big shift came when, following a short break, he came back with an idea which I honestly believe he thought he was a genius for. He decided to clone himself. Actually, according to this tweet,
Well, how did it work? 5 years ago, I started working on cloning myself. Pretty crazy how it's finally time. After all these years, we have arrived. Blah 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 will officially live on forever. The curse of the key man problem has been tackled. First of its kind, see you in the history books. So what the fuck does that mean though? What do you do?
And had been working on it since 2018. With his clone in place, he went ahead and posted his first AI generated video, and it went completely downhill from there.
Today in Minecraft, I am stuck on one block. Will I survive? Watch until the end to find out. Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below
Holy
you, but
shit,
I
bro.
can't lie.
That
I'm kinda
nigga still
scared
chopped
because I'm
while
not
being
sure if
AI,
it'll
bro.
actually
That's
regenerate,
bro,
but
that's
let's just
something
do
right
it,
there.
Huh? Oh my god, the
Yo,
block
how can your
will
AI
break.
character be chopped too, bro? AI is like a perfect thing that makes niggas look perfect, bro. How does your AI character look chopped at the same time, bro? You really gotta be an ugly ass nigga for your AI character to be chopped looking too, bro. I'm not gonna say too much, but you really gotta be a chopped ass nigga for your AI character of yourself to be chopped too. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking crazy.
This is insane. Okay, guys, so we just have to keep on breaking this because it is an infinite block and it spawns more than that. Of course. Okay, so
What was once a thriving channel loved by many for the fond childhood memories quickly turned into an absolute mess. It was
Damn.
taken over by an underwhelming avatar making robotic commentary on Minecraft gameplay. His fans...
Wait, so that
well,
wasn't even
that-
him? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If that wasn't you and you just fuck, I can't even speak English. But if this is not you behind that AI thing, bro, you're really lazy as hell, bro. Cause no way you're too lazy to even make videos and play the game, bro. That's fucking laziness right there. If this is not you behind the AI and you got like an AI thing to like play the game and pretend to be you, bro, you're really lazy as hell, bro. Cause you're too lazy to make videos now and play the game and have fun with your fans, bro. Yeah, I see why you fell off now, bro. Cause you're really lazy as hell for that shit. You're really
stuck
lazy as
around,
hell.
We're having none of
Like,
it.
holy
The video
shit,
got
bro.
comments like, dude went from peak childhood entertainment to can't even be bothered to make the videos himself now. I miss
Damn.
the old Kwebbelkop.
Lazy
Remember
ass
when
nigga,
Jordy
bro.
was actually in front of a camera and not just AI? And it wasn't just his fans. Other content creators were also in disbelief at his new lazy style. He even made it on the news. And then, in the
Damn.
classic style of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, he doubled down on his idea. He, for example, used his AI self to react to fellow YouTubers as they reacted to his AI shit. Then,
That
making
nigga was
it
really
even
lazy as
worse,
hell,
he
bro.
made an announcement.
No way he got the AI to react to videos talking about himself, bro. You're really lazy as hell, bro. You gotta be lazy if you're making an AI thing that's not even you talking. You're making a whole AI thing to react to niggas reacting to you using AI, bro. You're really lazy as hell for that shit. Like, come on.
That he had heard his audience and was making a switch, only for that announcement to turn out as being an AI generated clip announcing a more skilled AI, Kwebbelkop
Yo.
AI.
No way this nigga made an AI apology to his fans, bro, about him using AI, bro. You really don't like your fans, bro. No way this little curly hair ass nigga made an AI video of him apologizing for using AI in his videos, bro. This nigga really does not like his fans anymore, bro. That's why, I ain't gonna lie, that's why you fell off, nigga, because you really don't care about your fans anymore, bro. You couldn't even make a real video of you apologizing to your fans, bro. You had to make that shit AI too, bro. Like, how lazy can you be, bro? You made a few minute video of you apologizing to your fans fake. Like, you made a AI thing. Like, come on, bro. That shit is crazy as hell, bro.
11
Come on.
years ago, I started my YouTube journey.
Like, that shit's really
My
crazy
one
as
and only
hell,
goal
bro.
was to
Come on.
entertain as many people as possible, to share my joy with the world, and to form new friendships. I had a lot of fun.
As much as I don't like the idea, I will admit the AI clip is pretty good. Like, it's pretty good AI. Oh, and while all this was going down on YouTube, he was making those weird AI clips for TikTok and posting about his, like,
My AI girlfriend asked me to delete this video. Spoiler, I didn't. Nigga, you a grown-ass man talking about you have an AI girlfriend, bro. You need to lock in with life, bro. You really need to lock in with life. Talk about my AI girlfriend asked me to delete this video, bro. You're fucking losing your mind, bro. First, you have an AI girlfriend. Talk about she telling me to delete, fuck. Talk about she telling me to delete this video, bro. You lost your fucking mind, bro. You really lost your fucking mind, bro. Tee the fuck up, bro. Holy
AI
shit.
wife
Tee the
and child
fuck
on
up.
Twitter. Pretty weird stuff. Anyway, the only thing that resulted from all of this is that he ruined the years of trust he had within his fan base. Not to mention, he
Well, that's
completely
his fault,
killed his
bro.
channel,
Nigga wanted to be
probably
lazy for no
realizing his
reason,
career
bro.
dunking mistake. Just recently, he has made a new video announcing the return of the real him. I guess all we can do now is stand by to see what comes of the channel. Mini Lad. Now,
Mini
this
Lad?
next
Who the
creator,
fuck is
Mini
this?
Lad, is currently feeling the pinching consequences of trying to sweep things under the rug, but failing terribly.
What
at
did he
it.
do?
And you don't even have to dig a lot to see that. In his latest videos, the comments tell it all. For instance, in a new video titled "I Got Robbed," there are gut-wrenching comments and
Damn, what the fuck did he do to these
like,
niggas?
Imagine being a robber, but somehow you're not the worst person in the
Ooh, these niggas are violating you, bro. Your own fans are violating you, bro. What the fuck did he do, bro?
House, there's worse
What the fuck did
things
my
than
little
robbing.
nigga? Nah,
We've
my
all
little
people
nigga.
should know
What the
that,
fuck
Craig.
did this
Damn, she
nigga
should've
mini
robbed
lad do
your
to these
hard drive
niggas,
to see
bro?
what's
Let's
on
see
it.
though.
Lol. Now, if this was the first time you were coming across Craig Mini Lad Thompson,
That's my first
you
time.
could immediately wonder why he's getting so much heat. Well, the last comment that I highlighted is a great segue into that. When the person saying the robber should have robbed Craig's hard drive to see what's on there, they are referring to the terrible case of pedophilia associated with the creator. Now, this happened back in 2020, and while it's not solely responsible for his downfall, it's definitely a huge part of it. In June of 2020, a tweet from a girl named Hallie went viral with claims that Craig had manipulated her when she was just 16/17, while he was over 20 years old. So, how did it happen? Well, it starts with Craig being friends with Hallie for quite some time. Hallie was even there for him during his depressive episode following
Yeah,
the
I'm not
breakup,
gonna
and
lie,
Craig
bro.
helped
You
her heal.
cannot be friends with minors who are not your family members when you're over the age of 18, bro. You just can't. Well, if they go to the same school as you, then that's kind of acceptable because they go to the same school as you. But if these are internet friends and you're over the age of 20 and you have no connection to her just by being her internet friend, bro, you just can't do that. You really just can't do that shit. Come
Here
on.
and there with random things. Fast forward, Hallie, 16 at the time, develops a massive crush on Craig, and they are constantly chatting and making jokes, including a joke about his junk being small. It turns out, just a little later,
What the
they moved
fuck?
the conversation to Discord, and Craig sends her unsolicited photos of himself in underwear to prove that his thing is not small. And as if that
Oh my
wasn't enough,
God.
doubling down on his crime, apparently he did it to someone else. Hallie in her tweet says that Craig acted the same way, or worse, to another girl named Ash. Also,
Who's
apparently Craig was
Ash?
using depression and suicide as a way to manipulate Hallie to not out him. He even used it as an excuse for interacting inappropriately with Ash, knowing well that she was 17. Now,
Come
Hallie
on,
goes on
bro.
to share a couple
One of my very many screenshots of him talking to Ash when she was 17. Oh, let's see what he was talking about. My bae? You're my bae. Hi, bae. Hi, bae. There's no bae Snapchat sticker. I'm sad. Love you, bae. Love you too, bae. Why is my Snapchat so broken? What the fuck? What the fuck? Nigga, she talk about why is my Snapchat broken. You talk about you hard as hell. What the fuck? I'm sorry, bae. I wish I could help. Can I come for you, bae? Just so y'all know, she was 17 and he was over the age of 20 typing this. That's something. That's something right there. Come on, Craig. What the fuck is this app? Oh, that's his name, bro. I thought the app was named Craig for a second, bro. I was gonna be like, damn, bro. Nigga had his own app name after him, bro.
other
Come on.
screenshots as evidence of his gross behavior. And all I can say is that he was pretty much caught pants down. No pun intended. There was really no way for him to deny any of it. Side note, I'm not gonna go into any of his other choices, like for example, the whole Vanoss gaming beef that he had. Moving on, having been outed publicly, Craig went on to issue an apology and promised to work on himself. He also did a video apology admitting to his mistakes and again, putting part of the
That's
blame
good
on
at
his
least, bro. At
depression
least
and
he's like
suicidal
accepting what he
tendencies.
did,
Then,
though.
in a
That's
rather
something
weird
at least.
twist,
That's something.
Minilad deleted his apologies. He also deleted his entire Twitter and made the YouTube video private. And he went away for a quote mental health break and then came back posting on his second channel, Craig Thompson, as if nothing happened. And a lot of people just took that as like sweeping it under the rug. My question
That's
for these
basically what he
creators is
did, though.
why even come back? Why come back to YouTube? Like, you know, I named this video YouTubers who ruin their lives, and I do mean that. I do mean you ruin a portion of your life if you are
Nah, he did, though. I
exposed
can't
as a
lie, he did, though.
pedophile. Yeah, so I don't know how you'd expect to just come back to the internet with open arms. You know, I did ask one of my YouTuber friends that's been in the game for a long time, and I asked him, do you know any YouTubers who like got canceled and like what do they do when they leave the internet?
Yeah,
And he's
what do
like,
you do,
oh,
though?
they work behind the scenes on stuff like
Oh.
running businesses behind the scenes
Oh,
or
okay.
running stuff to do with other creators behind the scenes. So in case you guys were wondering how some of them maintain themselves off the internet, that's how. So it's
That's
just
crazy,
interesting
bro.
that
That's really
they
crazy
have
right there.
choices. They can just go do something behind the scenes because obviously they don't want to go work a 9 to 5. Their ego
These
wouldn't let
lazy
them
ass
in.
niggas, bro.
Their
Just because
paranoia
you
wouldn't
fell
let them
off
if
doesn't mean you
someone
can't work a 9 to 5, bro. Like, come on, that's your only good. That's your only good option right there, bro. If you fall off as a successful YouTuber, bro, have fun working at McDonald's. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Just have fun working at McDonald's, nigga.
He's
Like,
like, hey,
come on.
many lads like bagging my groceries, and they start recording it. It's like anything
That would be
but the
crazy,
internet,
though,
I feel
bro.
like at that point, you get exposed for something. Okay, do anything but the internet. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let's head on to the next one. Brooke Houts. 4
Brooke
years
Houts.
ago in
Ooh, she
2019,
okay,
this next YouTuber-
okay. We see some fun shit now. Okay. Wait, YouTubers who ruin their lives. What did she do? Ooh, that means she did something crazy if she's on this YouTube video. My baby, what did you do?
Brooke Houts. 4 years ago in 2019,
So what'd she do?
this next YouTuber got so much backlash over animal abuse that her career never really recovered afterward.
Damn.
I'm talking about 20-year-old Brooke Houts, who, as seen in this video, uploaded footage of her hitting her dog, a
What the
Doberman
fuck?
breed.
Oh, she kinda had the turkey.
accidentally uploaded the video. She forgot to cut that part out while editing. In the footage, you can see the dog innocently walking to her and trying to lick her, and Brooke, in a swift response, immediately smacks the dog and then goes on to shout at and push him. Now, this of course drew a lot of anger. It went viral
That's
and Brooke
fucking
realized
crazy, bro.
this. So what did she do? Well, she deleted the video and re-uploaded the new version without that part. Obviously,
We already seen the clip. Why the fuck did she do? She thought that was gonna help her, bro. We already seen the clip, bro. It was posted on Inside Edition, bro. You basically got finished, bro. Nigga thought deleting the video and reposting it without the clip in it was gonna do something. My nigga, we already seen the clip, bro. We already seen the video when they had the clip in it. Like, come on,
re-uploads exist, and as more people saw the video, the anger was so far-reaching.
But she
that
was
even
bad, though,
PETA
I can't
was calling
lie.
for her removal from YouTube. Also, the LAPD got involved, although they didn't press any charges. Talking to BuzzFeed, they said Animal Task Force looked into the matter.
Nah, she's
Obviously,
crazy
they saw
as
the video the public
she's
had
crazy
seen,
as hell
and
for doing
determined
that
it
shit,
didn't
though. I
rise
can't
to the
lie.
level of animal cruelty. Brooke, who had about 320,000 subscribers at the time, then issued an apology in video and on Twitter. In the apology, she basically argued that she had been training the dog and admitted that her error was just not having done it right. She said,
Well, let me
"I'm
see if I
always
can find it
looking
on Twitter, bro. I want to see if I can find the clip on Twitter real quick. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. What's her name? Brooke Houts? Okay. Brooke Houts. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter real quick. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm curious how bad the clip is. Shit, even Keemstar posted it, bro. Damn. What the fuck? Yo, she was beating the shit out of that little dog, bro. Not that little dog, that big ass dog, bro. Holy shit, bro. I thought it was like a little slap, bro. She was manhandling that dog, bro. She was, ooh, nah, she's crazy, bro. Nah, she's crazy for doing that shit, bro. She's fucking crazy. What the fuck? Nah, Brooke Houts, bro, you did your worst one. I can't lie. You really did your worst one doing that shit. I
ways
can't
to
lie.
improve how I personally train him at home. The apology was not well received either, from some terming it as the
course it
worst
wasn't,
YouTube
bro.
apology. Later, Brooke tried making a comeback in content creation,
Like
even
how?
going more religious and promising to seek therapy. But
You
the
thought that was gonna
damage
save
had
your
already
YouTube
been done.
career,
It looks
bro?
like her
You're
career
finished.
and social life
You're
ended
really
just like
finished.
that. EDP 445.
I'm not gonna lie,
We've
bro.
talked
I'm not
about-
watching EDP, bro. I'm skipping EDP. We know exactly what EDP did. I'm gonna just skip EDP. Shane Dawson. That's an interesting name right there.
I ain't go touch you.
Holy shit, this nigga looks ugly as hell in person
safe
too.
to say that EDP ruined his life.
He did though. I ain't gonna lie, he did though.
Shane
Dawson.
Dawson.
Let's
I
see
feel
what
this
Shane
video wouldn't
Dawson
be
did.
complete without talking about Shane Dawson. His case is a very accurate example of the phrase "the internet never forgets." How so? Well, just recently on December 11th, Shane and his partner
was
Ryan
gay?
Adams announced
Shit,
the
props
birth
to
of
him,
their
nigga.
twin
Happy
boys
Pride
via
Month.
a surrogate on Instagram. The news got shared all over by other accounts such as Pop Crave on Twitter, and on that Pop Crave post specifically, the comments show exactly how the internet never forgets. I'm
Damn.
talking about comments like "Save those poor babies." How can someone with a long documented history of pedophilic statements and actions be allowed to adopt a surrogate child?
Damn,
And
they really
someone
did not
called
forget,
Child
bro.
Protective
What did he do,
Services.
though?
Now,
What did he
the
do?
reason they're reacting like this is because Shane, who has been a YouTuber since 2005, made some horrific claims in his earlier videos.
Like what?
Like what, for example? Well, in his old podcast, Shane and Friends, he narrates how he thought a 6-year-old was attractive.
How old was he?
He said a lot of stuff that I literally
That's
can't
fucking
repeat in
crazy,
this
Shane
video.
Dawson.
When it
Come
comes
on.
to Shane Dawson, there are millions of controversies with him saying the most horrific stuff known to mankind. And there's also a bunch of videos of him casually doing blackface, using the N-word, and his admission to doing something really weird to a cat, which I'm not going to say in this video, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know something he did to a cat, which...
Well, let me search it up real quick, bro. Real quick. I'm interested. Let me see what he did to that poor ass cat, bro. Let me see what he did to that poor ass cat. Shane Dawson cat.
It's from an old podcast.
You fucked the cat? He fucked a cat? That nigga's crazy. That nigga was fucking cats. I'm not gonna say anything, bro, but he was rainbow. I'm not gonna say too much, but he was rainbow, bro. He was rainbow. I'm not gonna say too much, but that nigga was rainbow and he was fucking cats. That shit does not surprise me.
Was a joke,
no offense
but
though.
it
No
didn't
offense
sound
though.
like a
No offense
joke.
though. I'm joking.
Just stuff like that. His defense is the usual. Times were different back then. Which he was a grown man back then. Still, it wasn't like he was 14 making these statements. He was still a grown man.
Yeah, he was
Following
still a
the
grown man
consistent
doing this shit.
backlash, he issued an apology video in 2020 saying that he hates the version of himself from the past so much. He admits that he was full of anger and sadness, including due to being in the closet and just projecting on others. He also highlights giving excuses and previous apologies, saying, "I made a video 6 years ago talking about it," which was the blackface, "and I gave excuses. Blackface was something I did a lot. Like, I did it a lot on my channel, and there's no excuse for it. There's literally no excuse." He also apologized for making some weird characters in his videos that made weird jokes about kids. It's really insane that he did all
crazy,
that stuff so long ago, and then he had that like almost like his peak viewership. Y'all remember the Shane Dawson conspiracy videos and the Shane Dawson
I was seeing this on my feed though. I can't lie. He did have YouTube on the lock though.
It's just so interesting how
I can't lie. He was up there though.
I am a strong believer and people can change. I'm sure he doesn't think like these tweets or these videos. I'm sure he's not rocking blackface at his fucking house now. I'm sure he's scarred and learned from it.
That's basically the end of the YouTube video, bro. That was a good YouTube video, bro. That was really a good ass YouTube video, bro. I thought it was gonna be boring and I had to like improvise, but that was really a good ass YouTube video.